Hi, again, my name is Dale. Feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'm happy to help out, and I will do my best effort to come to good results for what you're looking for um, until Adriana comes back and saves us all from my help. What I would like to show you is a brief thing of looking at Scopus and Web of Science, both of which you can look up things by their impact. If you already know this, or if my dishwasher is too noisy, just turn down the volume. You can just watch as I go. So Scopus and Web of Science both allow you to search by the number of times something is cited. I'll show you Scopus, but Web of Science works very similarly. And this is multidisciplinary, so it's all the disciplines. There is some law, there is some business, there's a lot of social sciences, there's STEM, all sorts of different approaches. And so think of this as like the greatest hits of every discipline too. So it's not going to have the lesser known journals, but it's going to be the ones that have applied and they've said, we are the top journal in a field of study. So it's kind of like when you found too much stuff and you want to narrow it down, this is one way of doing it. So I'm going to search for women and leadership and harassment. Your keywords may vary, obviously, but this one, I did my test searches in those other databases. And they're great keywords. I think a lot. You could maybe do gender, but 193, how do we get through all of that? And there's going to be overlap with this database results and the things that you find in other ones. So for example, that PAIS, that Uganda one might show up in PAIS. So you can see on the right-hand side here, it says cited by 0, and that's because it was just a brand new article. But you can sort by the number of times an article has been cited. And when you see an article that has many citations, so 225, you can judge whether or not this is one you want to use. So this one's from 2006. Is that too old? This is something that you would have to decide. But it's talking about the climate for women in academic science. There might be some principles in here that are worthwhile, even though it's kind of older. But you can also, so you can see that this one had the greatest impact because 225 things cited this. But if this is one that was close to the topic you're interested in, maybe the setting, the population, what have you, you can go into the scholarly articles that have cited this, and you can sort those by the number of times cited. And on and on and on, ad nauseam. Nauseum? Nausea? I always get that wrong. So this is something to help you figure out if you have a lot of things on the same topic, you can search for that topic and see what's going on. So here's one that cited it, but it's a lot newer. It's like almost 10 years newer. And of course, you can, if we go back to that original list, if you just want to see what's happened since a certain time period. So 2006, smartphones come on, and it changes a lot of the ways that people communicate, and it enables more distance working. Or you could look at the last presidential election, what was going on with that? Did that influence it? And so if we wanted to just look at what's happened during the last, like the big change in the lead up of the election, it's been a very tumultuous time, to say the least. And you can limit to those years. Whoa, still there's like 96. And then you can see which ones have the greatest impact in those last 4 years. So there's many ways of cruising through these topics. But the key of Web of Science and of Scopus is that you can see what's going on. So, and you can also get extra keywords too. So here's like organizational best practices. And that's a different setting, but it might be something that's helpful to go across disciplines. So for what it's worth, let me know how I can help, and I am very happy to do so. And good luck in your search, and thanks for reaching out.